whenever you want to find out how many columns are there, let's say I've selected from here to here, these are 2 columns, this is 3 columns, right? So this is what a column formula gives, right? Columns formula gives me, I select from here to here, right? It gave me 3, so because I have selected 3 columns, right? So let's do this one now. So I'm going to use the same VLOOKUP formula here, equals to VLOOKUP. Lookup value is exactly this. We are looking for C554, right? In the bigger data, we need this one in the bigger data, so that it extracts the rest of the elements, right? But I'm going to freeze it because I'll have to drag it till the end, right? So that I'm going to freeze it. And comma, table array is the whole table. I'm going to select the whole table, control shift right, control shift down, and F4, freeze it, right? And comma, the column index number, I'm going to use a formula here now, again a function. I'm going to use columns formula, right? Columns tab, I'm going to select from here to here, because the client name, because basically the client name is in the second column, the investment type is in the third column, amount invested is in the fourth column. So basically column index number I want here is 2. When I enter here, I want 3. So I need it in ascending order, right? Small to large. When I drag it, it should keep on increasing. So what I would do is I'm going to freeze Z5. I'm going to freeze Z5 so that when I drag it, it will stay the same. The G5 will stay the same, and H5 will extend to I5 and J5, K5, right? So I'm going to close the bracket here and I'm say comma, and range lookup is always 0 because we need exact match. So I'm going to enter, copy this, paste it. I got all the values right. Can you see? I've got all the values right. So this is how it works. If this is a percentage, whenever you want to turn this into a percentage again, Alt HP, right? This turns into a percentage. Okay, so is it okay? Have you understood anything, or I just need an S or no? Is it too complex or is it too easy? Are you able to do it? Okay, okay. Someone said it's understood. Right. Only one person said understood.
Understood, sir.
Okay, 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 understood. Right. Right. Okay, okay, understood. So let's move a little bit forward. There is a second function called XLOOKUP, right? So here, what I'm going to do is, bear with me 1 second. So basically, when you're doing a VLOOKUP, the first rule applying VLOOKUP is, whenever you want to find out a lookup value, the first component is lookup value, right? This lookup value should be in the first column. The C325 should be in the first column. If this is not in the first column, the VLOOKUP formula does not work, right? If the client ID is somewhere here, and I'm using VLOOKUP formula to find out client name, the client name is in the first, right? In that case, this VLOOKUP formula does not work. That's where Excel recently developed XLOOKUP function. It works zigzag anywhere. It eliminates all the limitations that VLOOKUP has, right? For example, I'm going to show you how. For example, I need a salary, right? I need a salary of employees from this data, right? Have an employee code here, employee ID, right? I have, I think someone mic is not muted. Can you guys mute yourself, please? Okay, okay, right. I'm going to enter one formula here, right? Right here, I'm going to enter one formula in the first box, right? After full details, I'm going to enter one formula, and I don't want to drag it. I just want to enter one formula, and I want everything to be projected right. I need full details. Okay. So for that, I'm going to name this whole table. I've selected the complete table now. I go to table design, and I name this table as, let's say, tab, right? I'm going to name it as tab tab. Okay. So now what happens is I'm going to press equal to XLOOKUP. Lookup value is the same, right? Lookup value is the same. And I'm going to freeze it this time because the value is going to be dragged along. Comma, lookup array. Lookup array is the first column, right? Lookup array is the first column, right? So I'm going to freeze it as well. Comma, can you see this? The tab and emp id. What this exactly is, tab is the table that I've named just now, right? I named this table as tab. So this is giving me, this is a table tab, and in that table the thing that in the bracket is a column. emp id is the first column. emp id is the first column in that table. So what I'm going to write here is resultant. As a resultant, I don't want one single data. I want the whole data. So what I do is I'm going to write tab. Can you see there is already tab here because I saved it as tab. That I saved the whole table as tab. So there is already tab. If I put some bracket and all, then I'm asking for a single particular data. If I'm entering tab, then I'm asking for a whole data, right? If I close the bracket and press enter, can you see without any dragging, I got all the details instantly, right? Without any dragging, just with one formula, right? Okay. Is it understandable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Right. So, and we're going to do one more thing here, right? Let's say I think you are finance and accounting students, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, right. So here I have an investment plan. Okay. With this investment plan, first thing I want to do is I want to find out the future value. I think you might have studied about future value and present value, right? In the finance. Okay. Is it a yes or no? You might have studied future value and present value in the finance, investments, capital markets. Okay. Okay, all right. So what happens is I'm gonna find out the future value. I have an investment plan here, right? There is a monthly SIP. I'm going to invest 5,000 every single month, and at an annual rate of 7% per annum with 5 years, right? I'm going to invest it for 5 years, and I want a future value here, right? What I'm going to do is I'm apply a formula called equal to FV, right? The rate. There are three components here. Can you see there's three components: rate, NPER, and PMT, right? The rate is 7%, but we need to reduce it to the monthly investment rate. So I'm going to divide it by 12, right? Comma, NPER is duration, time period, how long you're going to invest. I'm going to invest for 5 years, but the investment is monthly basis, so we need to convert the duration as well to monthly basis, right? Into 12. 5 years into 12 will give me the number of months, whole number of months. Comma, PMT is payment, 5,000. So I'm going to put a negative sign here because I need a future value in positive sign. Monthly SIP is money going out and is negative, and the future value is withdrawal amount in the future, maturity amount. So it should be money coming in, so it should be positive. So if I press an enter here, I got a value which is a future value of investment 5,000 every month, 7% interest for 5 years. If you invest, you will get a value of 357,000, right? Okay. So is it helpful? Is it useful? Are you understanding anything? Okay. Right. I think we are out of time now. What I showed today is just a starting point, right? It is just an initial point. In reality, the level expected in job is much higher, right? Whenever you going to, even it is an entry level job, right? The expectations are much higher. Every office, every accounting practice or finance office, whenever you get into office, they expect you to know Excel, advanced Excel prior, beforehand, before getting into the job, right? And this is where most students face difficulty, not because they don't understand finance, but because they are not trained to apply it using tools like Excel in a practical way, right? So what I'm going to do is here, right? What I'm going to do is this is a scanner, right? You can scan this. You can scan this and fill up the details so that you get the practice files and recorded sessions of mine, right? I'm going to send you personally whatever the sessions I have and practice files that you want, right? If you scan and fill up the form, right? Why I'm stressing on this is I run a structured program where I teach Excel specifically for finance, covering things like financial modeling, analysis, and how this is actually useful in real world, right? The idea is to make you confident enough to handle practical tasks, right? Not just theoretical knowledge. So I'm not here to sell anything to you today, but if you are someone who is serious about building a career in finance and you feel this is something you should learn, you can take the next step, right? So I've shared this QR code. You can scan it and fill up the details so that you can get the recorded sessions and practice files, and we can talk about it further if you want to join the course or not, right? And for those who are genuinely interested, I will personally guide you, a few serious students from this group, on how to move forward and build these skills step by step. Okay, right. And I'm going to share this in the chat box as well, so that in case, just in case, if you lost it, right? I've sent it in the chat box as well, so that you can scan it, right? So, was it helpful today's session? Can anybody speak up about the, or do you have any questions regarding the session or any course further? Okay. Do you have any questions or something?
No, sir.
Okay. Can anybody want to speak up about the course, or any doubts you want
The
to
course
ask?
was free of cost, otherwise some charges will be allotted, sir.
Okay. Okay. So the course, the webinar is free, but the course comes with a charge, and that depends on what kind of course you want. Once you fill up the
Okay, sir.
details, you will be answered all the questions personally, right? So I'll send you all the details regarding the courses and how many kinds of courses I run, right? You can have a look there, and they can also reach personally to me. I have mentioned my phone number right in the uh, uh, response sheet. The sheet that I've given you, I've mentioned my phone number as well. You can reach me directly as well. personally, so that I can guide you through the process, right?
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you can connect with Deepa ma'am as well, so that if you are not comfortable, then she can inform me about if you want to join or anything, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So thank you for calling me, guys. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Any questions? Is everything okay?
Respected dignitaries, faculty members, and my dear friends, it's my privilege to purpose the vote of thanks for today's session. First and foremost, I would like to express our grateful gratitude to Mr. Navin Mandil for sharing his valuable insight and experience with us. His journey and professional achievement truly inspire of all us to strive excellence. We deeply thankful for the time and effort he has taken to guide us and enhance our understanding with his practical knowledge. I would also like to extend our sincere thanks to our respected director, Dr. Santosh, head of the Department of MBA, for privileging us with the wonderful opportunity to learn from such a distinguished guest. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our faculty members for organizing this session and providing us with such a wonderful learning platform. Lastly, thank you to all the participants for your active involvement and enthusiasm, which made this session truly meaningful. With this, I conclude my oath of thanks. Thank you to all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I can't hear